Hey guys, what's up? I'm about to go out with my family. I just wanted to come make this quick video, and I wanted to discuss Miss Maya Angelou. She recently just transitioned and passed over, and people were basically saying how sad they were and they were so upset and it ruined their day and things like that, which is totally understandable. Of course, I understand that. But I just wanted to speak on when people transition and pass over. Miss Maya Angelou left a legacy that will live on throughout the generations, throughout the ages. And I feel like that's what we should focus on, and that's what we should remember. And that's what she would want us to remember, I believe. In science, according to the laws of physics, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed. So people are made up of energy. So her energy didn't go, it's not gone. It's not destroyed. People think of death and they think of the end. It's not the end. Really, death is just a rebirth. So she's still with us. Her energy's still with us. Her works are still with us. Her words are still with us that touch us and affect us in deep, profound ways. And, they change our life. They change our world. And we can still have that with us every single day, So she's not gone. Her physical body left us. Yes, it did. But her energy is going to last forever, and it's always here. And this is not to be disrespectful to her family, the people who knew her, her family and friends and her close loved ones. That's different. When it's someone that is close to you, you're used to seeing them physically, their presence every day. That's a different story. You're used to touching them, smelling them, kissing them, hugging them. That's different. And it still doesn't mean that they're gone, you know what I mean? But it's different. So I don't want to be misconstrued and be disrespectful to her family and her friends and her close loved ones. Obviously, that's going to be a hard time for them, as it would for anyone. But for the people who she touched with her works and her words and her poetry and her writings, you still have all that. Every time you open up her books, every time you read her poetry, every time you read her quote or watch any of her interviews, you know what I mean? You're still getting that life from her, that energy from her, and that's what you have to cherish. And I think that that is what she really would want, because I have a picture, I'll put it up at the end, where supposedly, purportedly, this picture is of her dancing at Langston Hughes, of her at Langston Hughes' funeral. She's celebrating his life. So instead of mourning someone's passing or their transition, I don't even want to call it death, because it's a rebirth, like I said, and it's just a transition. Your physical body is gone, but your spirit, it lives on, and it's still around. So I think that she would want us to not mourn her death, collectively, as a community. I think that she would want us to celebrate her life and celebrate her triumphs and her perseverance. When she was a young girl, a tragedy happened to her, and she was raped by her mother's husband. And she was young at this time. I want to say 7. Don't quote me, but I will put a link up to the story. And I read this when I was like in my teenage years, and I was like, whoa, like it hit me when I read this. I might have been in my early 20s. But when I read that, I was like, it's so dope, because you just see people on like Oprah or whatever, and you don't think you can, like, I always loved her and I always thought she was great and grand. But it's like reading that story when I'm going through something and I needed that in my life. You know what I mean? She affected me and she touched me. So, it's 11/14. That's my birthday. Ha! That's Miss Maya Angelou talking to me. But anyway, she was a mute for years. She didn't speak after that. I don't exactly remember how many years, but it was a long time. Years. She didn't talk. Like, she said nothing. And, she was married and she had children and different husbands. And she went through it. You know what I'm saying? But she was a soldier. And she made herself she picked herself up and she got herself through it and she created herself. You know what I mean? And she created her life and who she wanted to be. This was a phenomenal woman. This is a dope Black woman, man. And I just want us to celebrate her life and focus on all the good she left in the world and all the greatness that she left for us so that we can, get life from that, get vitality from that. That's all I wanted to say. And until next time, peeps. Peace.